What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. For all you golf heads out there, golf heads? It's a great week for you guys. Ryder Cup is underway. So who better to talk to this morning than the best golf podcast in the entire world? Our guys here at Barstool, the Foreplay Boys. We got Frankie and Trent hanging out with us. Boys, what's going on? How are we feeling this morning? Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for having us. It's an honor to be on Wake Up Barstool. We're very excited to be here. We're a golf podcast. You said we're kind of a football podcast. We talk a lot of sports, but I guess golf is the main one. And it's a big week because it's Ryder Cup week, and we're very excited for it.
So we were talking to the commercial break. Oh, my bad, Frank. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, this is a home game. This is Long Island. We're New York based, even though we come from different parts of the country. This is where Foreplay originated. We did one of our first videos at Bethpage Black. Trent famously shot a 144. So the fact that we have the Ryder Cup there, I got married at Bethpage Black. This is like, to me, this is it for me. I've been waiting for this since they announced it. I cannot believe that we're finally there. So this is a massive week. Hopefully the weather all kind of clears out and that we can have a nice weekend of some good golf.
What is set the scene for us a little bit since y'all are boots on the ground? What is the vibes like? The crowds like? Is there a tension, an excitement? Help us understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are anticipating ridiculous crowds. I saw there was a couple quotes yesterday saying that the wives of the European team shouldn't go to the Ryder Cup because they're going to get harassed, or I think the word was abused was one of the words that one of the players was saying. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be that crazy. I do think that it's going to be a very loud and cheering type of crowd, but I think people will be kind of respectful. I hope no one crosses the line. So I'm very excited to see how loud it does get, though. I mean, this is a New York, very built up. We got our butts kicked in Rome. We really want this win. So I think this is going to be one for the record books, I think, in terms of people showing up and how loud it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how the crowds react and what they do. For the better part of a year, I've been predicting that there's going to be a shove of some sort, whether a player shoving a fan shoving a player. I'm not rooting for that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I think that would be way over the line. But I think there is this thing. There's this story and there's this narrative around the New York crowd that we are placing expectations on that crowd. And there might be, it's a small percentage like any other sport or fan base where there's a 0.05% chance that a guy crosses the line because he's like, we're a New York crowd. We got to get things going. But I think largely it's just going to be a great sporting event. And I think the crowds are going to be a huge part of it. And I think Bryson is, he's been out there the last couple of days. I think he's going to be a huge factor in keeping the crowd on Team USA's side because he's such a polarizing figure and he's so popular.
Gentlemen, hi. Brandon Walker, Barstool Sports. I saw the Ryder Cup Gala was last night, and I saw a picture this morning of the European team and the U.S. team. And they were all in the picture together with their wives. It was beautiful. Everybody was smiling and had great breath and everything. But the European team all wore ties and had dress shoes on, while the American team went tieless and were wearing sneakers. Thoughts?
Well, first of all, great sweatshirt, Brandon Walker. You look amazing. And what I would say to that is I'm happy that they're doing anything as a team. If they're all not wearing ties, that makes me happy. The problem with the last Ryder Cup that we got our butts kicked at was we sort of lost the narrative, and then it became like, oh, what is one guy doing, and is it going against the rest of the group? As long as everyone is doing the same thing, which is not wearing ties and wearing sneakers, I'm okay with it. It seems like Keegan Bradley's got everybody on the same page, and at a Ryder Cup, when you've got pro golfers flying in for 5 days, it's a 3-day event, it's all very quick, you got to make sure everybody's on the same page, and I think Keegan Bradley thus far has done a very good job of that, and last night was evidence of that.
As a group, if they're wearing the same thing, I'm totally on the same page as you, Trent. It's when one guy takes a risk and it doesn't hit, that's when it starts to get a little bit nerve-wracking. Right. I famously, in our little world, I went to a hockey guy's wedding once, and I thought I had to wear a cool outfit. And I wore a mock neck instead of a collar and a tie. I thought everyone was going to be wearing something cool. I was the only guy collarless at the whole entire wedding. It became the talking point of the wedding, something I didn't want to happen. I really went in there trying to just, blend in. Totally missed it. Sometimes you get it wrong. It seems like the U.S. got this one right. They went as a group. They had a plan. They attacked it well. I'm fine with this.
I always like to see when guys wear the same thing and they show unity because they're on the same team. Much like right now, Trent, you're wearing the beautiful Ryder Cup sweatshirt, and Frankie has haphazardly laid it to the side in the background, so it's just sitting there. So you guys are not in unity at all. Frankie obviously thinks he's better than you, Trent, and it's not that big of a deal, but that's what I've noticed.
That's not true. We've got all bases covered here. I've got the Ryder Cup merch on, which is on sale in the tent. Go in there. There's a bunch of beautiful things in there. Frankie's got it there, but we also just recently announced our partnership with Adidas, and he's repping that as well. So we like to cover all the different bases. Brandon Walker,
Fair
I don't
enough.
like when you try to.
You're not going to divide us.
You're not going to divide us, okay?
Look at that.
As
Look
the
at that.
producers literally make him divide you guys.
They are dialed. Boys, so right now the U.S. is favored. As I understand it, though, the European roster is thought to have a bit more depth. What's a read? What's your read on how this is going to play out?
We've been stunned at this line, to be honest. I mean, you look at any of those matchups, I don't know that you can pick one winner over another. So U.S. at -150, I'm diehard. I'm rooting for the U.S. 100%. I see a ton of value in the European team at +170. There's not a single matchup that you can say definitively this one will win. And when we're talking that, to me, that's just a pick 'em.
Yeah, I think it's as close to a pick 'em as you can get. The only reason to me that USA is favored is because it's at Bethpage Black and it's home turf. But yeah, I mean the European team is incredibly deep. It's it used to be in past Ryder Cups a long time ago where it was like Team USA just has all of the stars and they're going to dominate and they're going to be incredible. But now it's they got Rory McIlroy, Shane Lowry, Tommy Fleetwood. Like both teams are stacked, so it just is what it is.
Trent, you getting a little fog up on your glasses?
Yeah, man,
there?
my glasses are fogging up. I don't know what's going on.
In your apartment, or how humid is it in there? What's going on?
I'm sweating. Look at this.
As a
What
guy
am I
with
trying
bad
to do
vision
here?
myself, I can relate.
I apologize.
Boys, I'll start with you, Frankie, but give me the possible breakout American star, the surprise guy that if we win this thing on Sunday, that we come in on Monday being like, wow, this guy really picked us up and carried us, or I didn't expect him to be the breakout star of this. Who could be the surprise guy, Frankie?
I really like Russell Henley this week, and I've been seeing him kind of paired up with Scotty Scheffler in a lot of practice rounds, and they did play together at that kind of warm-up, tune-up tournament a couple weeks ago. He's a name that I think is just such a boring name. He's not one of the stars, but he's going to play such solid golf. Alternate shot, if you stick him with a guy like Scotty Scheffler, he's going to really get people going. He's my name that at the end of this thing, we're going to say Russell Henley, he's here to stay.
Trent, how's the fog coming?
I'm taking these things off. That's what I'm doing.
All right,
I'm taking
good,
my
bold.
glasses off.
Whoa, you're
I'm
going
taking them off.
glassless.
Yeah, now I can't see you guys, but at least there's no fog on my glasses. What was the question, Brandon Walker?
The question was maybe a surprise American star that we could lean on this weekend that you don't go into it. We're not talking about him now, but we could talk about him on Monday.
Well, I'm going to say, and this is going to go against your question a little bit, I'm just going to answer it in my own way. I think Bryson has a big opportunity here to really become, the last couple of years, he has positioned himself as, he basically wants to become the most popular golfer on planet Earth. He's obviously successful at the championship level with the U.S. Opens, but he also started a YouTube page. He's all over TikTok. He's everywhere. He really is. There's a chance he's the most popular golfer on planet Earth. And I think if he performs at this Ryder Cup, there's already been talk about him with Rory and Scotty. There's been some chirping going back and forth. But I think if he can rise to the occasion and really be the lightning bolt that Team USA needs, I think it's just another thing that it's like, wow, Bryson DeChambeau really is the biggest golf superstar on planet Earth. And again, I've been watching some of the videos and the crowds out there. They follow him off the first tee. Wow. They want to see him try to drive the green. He brings the energy that Team USA needs. And if he can perform, I think it's going to be a big rallying point for Team USA.
So this is his Hulk Andre the Giant moment? This is his chance to become America's hero, complete the redemption tale that is Bryson DeChambeau. What about on the other side of the docket, boys? Is there a European that when you lay your head down on the pillow at night and you close your eyelids that will be dancing in your head? Is anybody who do you fear the most in this European squad?
I mean, I got my answer. It's Ludwig Oberg. He's an Adidas 3 stripes guy, and I'm not just saying that because I'm wearing the gear. This guy he's a robot is what people call him, and he has had a little bit of I'd call it an off year. I think these type of events are gonna be the ones that get him going. His introduction to the big, golf universe was the last Ryder Cup. He did amazing in Rome, and I think this is going to kind of get him going again. He's a very, very good match play type player, alternate shot, the whole deal. Here's the thing about the European team. When you grow up in Europe playing golf, you play a lot of match play, and the U.S. doesn't. It's a very singular, personal achievement type sport. And like when we went to England, we went and played the birthplace of the Open Championship, this place Prestwick. Their scorecards don't even have a place for you to put your own score. It's just match play.
Oh, wow.
So these guys grew up playing this style where it's like, let's just win this hole. Doesn't matter what's going to happen. Doesn't matter what we shoot. You're never out of a hole. That's that team camaraderie. So that's the thing that the U.S. has to really overcome, is the fact that these guys have match play ingrained in their systems, and the U.S. really doesn't. It's always been, they've been kind of pitted against each other. So that's something that we kind of have to battle against. And guys like Ludwig and guys like Rory and Shane Lowry, it's just in them. Tommy Fleetwood, they got a great squad over there. So it's going to be a tough battle, which again brings me back to that line. Can't believe it.
Trent, do you have any European you fear?
Tommy Fleetwood, I've got my eye on. He kind of lulls you to sleep with his beautiful hair and his great smile, and he's real friendly. Mm-hmm. But then when he gets out there on the golf course, he is out there to rip your throat out. And I'm pretty sure he got the final point in the Rome Ryder Cup. So he's a really good golfer, and he's just ready to just win and rip the hearts out of Team USA, because the Team Europe has no pressure on them. That's another thing that we got going into this thing, is they won the last one. There's really no expectation. A Ryder Cup team winning on foreign soil is incredibly rare. So they don't have any pressure on them. The pressure is on Team USA. They are expected to win. People want them to win, and they're the betting favorites to win. And I think that actually puts Team USA in a bad spot. I think Team Europe is just chilling, and they're ready to go.
Frankie, as a belligerent New Yorker yourself, you're expecting the belligerent New York crowd this weekend to have an effect and to be kind of one of the stars of the show. Do you have anything planned to be as belligerent as possible? Will you be doing anything to get on TV? Will you do anything to embarrass our country or our company?
Listen, the word belligerent's getting tossed around a lot right there. I think it's going to be a very respectful, boisterous.
Yep,
is that the word I'm looking for?
Boisterous.
We're going to go with the word boisterous there. I think that's just kind of what we're going to go with. It's going to be a very proud and just like loud fan base. I saw Coach O was there yesterday getting the people going. Did you see that? Coach O was getting the people going. I don't know what he was doing there, but he had Keegan Bradley hooting and hollering. It was a very random thing for a Tuesday at the Ryder Cup, but I'm very happy it happened. Listen, it's going to be a great event. Friday's going to be out of control. You got the president coming in. We're hearing maybe there's Coach O right now. Look at him. He was really. It's like this is unbelievable how random this is.
Bro,
Coach O was probably very disappointed that it wasn't the Riders he was expecting.
Look, he's the best interim coach of all time. You bring him in to just get pumped up, get the boys motivated a little bit. Look at him, dude. Boys, okay, as on the way out here, I got two real quick. Okay, best bet. And then just tell everybody what foreplay is going on all week long.
So, best bet for me, I'm going with the chalk. I'm going Scotty Scheffler to win his first match. I mean, you can see that right there in the DraftKings Sportsbook. Scotty Scheffler to win his first match. He's going to go out there, and he's just the best player in the world. For me, and whenever Scotty Scheffler is playing golf and I don't bet him, I feel like a dummy. So I'll be riding Scotty Scheffler for but I'll be riding Scotty Scheffler as hard as I can. At the end of the day, I'm always going with Scotty Scheffler.
My best bet is I love a hole-in-one bet. Anybody to make a hole-in-one during the Ryder Cup is plus 400 on the DraftKings Sportsbook. You're just rooting for a hole-in-one. I do this all throughout the PGA Tour season. It's just really fun because then you're just rooting for somebody to make it in one. Now, I hope Team Europe doesn't do it. I hope it comes from an American. But somebody making a hole-in-one at the 2025 Ryder Cup is my number one favorite bet.
And again, boys, what's going on in the pod this week? What are the plans? Where can everybody see and watch everything?
Yeah, so we'll be at the golf course Friday through Sunday, so hope to see everyone out there. We'll be at the merchandise tent. We are selling officially licensed Ryder Cup merchandise, which to us is out of control to be able to have our logo and the Barstool Sports logo next to the Ryder Cup and the Bethpage logo. It's something that we really don't take for granted, and we're very, very appreciative and feel very blessed to be able to do that. And then we're going to be at Borelli's, my family's Italian restaurant. We'll be there tonight doing a live show, so we got that. That's already sold out, so everyone that's coming to that, we can't wait to see you there. And we'll be there having drinks and enjoying the Ryder Cup after we get to the golf course. So this is a big one for me. I got friends and family. Everyone's like this is my week, so I can't wait to kick it off.
Hell yeah, man. Frankie, Trent, thank you so much for coming on this morning and help us kick off our coverage as well. Sounds like it'd be incredible. Full circle moment. Like you said, home game. Let's get it done. USA, thank you, boys.
Thank you, guys.
There it is. Best football/golf podcast in the entire world.
Yeah.
Foreplay. Shout out Coach O, dude. Definitely winning now.
Shout out to Frankie, oozing American patriotism in his head-to-toe German apparel.